Bench chat just means I'm working at my bench, doing whatever I do at my bench. And I can't show it on YouTube because YouTube is not friendly to that kind of thing. But yes, CW Longshot, if you're here, I'm working on your bullets for 10 millimeter. All right, you were griping and complaining like a little girl the other day, so I was like, he's probably right. So I'm just kidding. You're fine. Just giving you a hard time. So yeah, I'm working on your project here. I'm gonna sort the brass later. Right now, I'm just I've already deprimed it, and now I'm case mouth expanding it to fit, and then we'll get it to go here. We'll get it loaded up and that kind of thing. So I don't know you're here, guys, if you don't say something in the comments. So sorry about it being backwards and a little blurry. Let me wipe my camera off. See, that'll help. That's a little better. And the light is also not very great. So there's that. Oh, that's dropped in. What did I drop? I dropped my nope, that's a small primer pocket. I dropped my large primer pocket reamer. That's not good. Anyway, let's see. What's up, Sin73 from Pennsylvania? Hello from. I don't want a chat filter. I want all messages coming through. There's David Thompson. What's up, Holmes? How's Alaska treating you? Pretty cold. It is pretty cold right now. It's like 1 degree, 2 degree, which is like a warm front compared to some things. Let me see here. Oh, there it is. Large primer pocket reamer. Sir, does it clap? Griffin, I don't know what you're talking about. Hi, what's up, Ty? How you doing? Hello from North Pole, negative 36. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I've never actually seen less than negative 27 in where I live, and I don't really plan on visiting anywhere else than that. So, good evening from North Idaho. Just pulled some 45 Colt brass. Cool. Yep, that 10 millimeter casing. Does it clap? It could clap. How's that for an answer, dude? Guy that comments, are you benching barbells or bullets? Bullets, unfortunately. My bulging disc in my neck, I'm still not supposed to be doing any major exercises. Just minor recovery ones. So I'm going to start doing that a little bit. Let me ask you this. I've got a bunch of 10 millimeter with small primer pockets. Would you fill it with small pistol or small pistol magnum? Because I've got more small pistol magnum than I'll need for a lifetime, because I don't reload 357 magnum yet. And I've got at least, I don't know, I'd say at least 2,500 primers of small pistol magnum. So I reload 45. Cool. David, New Zealand Outdoor Blades. What's up? Did you change? Is that David Neal, New Zealand Outdoor Blades? Did you change your you have a company that you make knives, man? David in? What time is it there in New Zealand? It is 4:46 p.m. here on June the 2nd, or January the 2nd. Hunter Eric Smith. Small pistol magnum is fine. The pressure difference is negligible. Well, that's what I was thinking. Does the bit bulging disc wake you up at night? Not usually, no. So here I am, just case mouth expanding. I've got to get through this whole box of 10 millimeter. And then CW, long shot, if you're listening, A number 9 with small rifle in 10 millimeter. Small rifle. Is that WSR? Nice, David. David Neal, I just set up my channel to share. It's 3 p.m. January 3rd. Interesting. So you're about 23 and a half hours, 23 and 3/4 hours ahead of us. Cool. That's pretty interesting. All right. Would you rather have $100 billion or a 12-pack of hot dogs? $100 billion. You never know what's in hot dogs. At least you know the money's fake. Hot dogs, you're not sure. So, thank you, Mr. Nick, for the question. I don't mind the troll questions. Come on in, troll questions. I don't mind them at all, as long as they're not dirty or profane. So, okay, gotcha. I got you there, Red Team 98. Hey, Brutal Bob, how you doing, brother? Just so y'all know, my kids are in the other play area behind this wall. So if I hear them screaming at each other or something, I might have to do life and go get them. Do that. Ben Labar, please go shirtless. Man, if you haven't seen tits before, you need to go either pay somebody, or, which I don't recommend because that's not moral, or you need to get a life, get some money, get out of your mama's basement and get a girlfriend. And because I'm not going to go shirtless. Ben Labar. Right? You don't need to see man tits. So, anyway, I don't mind the trolls as long as they're yeah. We'll give him some timeouts. It works with my kindergartners at school and works with my own kids, so they can have a timeout. Probably an AI troll anyway. That t-shirt brings back preschool memories, Reagan era. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen this. Dare to resist infringements. So it's a parody shirt. What is the best sword for the zombie accomplice when you run out of ammo? The best sword is one that gets you to more ammo. Hello, Happy New Year, Ebony Lee. You too. Have a good one, Ebony Lee. Happy New Year. What's worse? A lot of time spent angling down our heads because I, for one, like to watch my steps or watch my phone, so it's just extra weight placed on the neck for no reason. Yeah, there is that. I'm also cleaning the primer pockets in between each one of these, so there's that. There's a lot of people in here. 76, that's nice. I don't know you're here if you don't say hi. I would love to say hi to all of y'all. So that's a good Bamsey Moy. That's a good question though. Like, I'm not a sword guy. I would say, to be honest with you, I would rather carry like a shovel during this apocalypse than a sword. Make it like the Grinch. I need a 39 and 1/2 foot pole. Yeah, I'm like, let me keep them off. I'd want an old Macedonian sarissa. You know, the ones that that Alexander the Great conquered Persia with. You know. Or if you're a Persian, Alexander the Accursed. Sorry, let me text my wife back. Always clean primer pockets is a must. 8 thumbs up. Love your AR-15s, America. Yeah. Oh, we do love our AR-15s. Cavalry Saber. Got one over the fireplace. Sweet. Cold steel shovel. Excellent. That's a good idea. Hey, from Austria. Hey, how you doing, Lucas? So this is a hunting and firearms channel here in Alaska. Do y'all do any hunting in Austria? Is that something y'all do? Are y'all allowed to have like a firearm to help defend your country with now that it's a small country and not the master of Eastern Europe like it used to be? So, no offense. I mean, no offense. I'm just stating the history there. Like, y'all used to be the only force that could stop the Mongols or the Ottomans. And actually, y'all didn't really stop the Mongols, but no one really did. They just went away. So, anyway. Hello from Nebraska. 10x shooters. Cool. Every second matters on your... Yeah, cool. I picked up one of those Cold Steel Kirky Plus. Cool. What's up, G-Boys from Nebraska? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I clean the primer pockets between each one, and then I'm going to reload them. This video goes out to CW2A and the bullets he made for me, so the actual projectiles. So we're going to load them up pretty light. A lot of these are once or twice fired casings, so I'm just going to load them up pretty light and just have some plinking loads with them. What's up, Sawyer Ison? Cool. Okay, I missed a question here. Thoughts on the ATF? ATF should be a convenience store. They are a government agency designed to take away your rights and to infringe upon your rights. So they should not deny their power to exist. They don't have the right to exist in this country. They don't have a constitutional right to exist. And if they don't agree with that, too bad. So, cool. I missed, what is that? Life or embrace the inevitable. Yeah, cool. Let's see here. What's up? I don't know. You have to be careful of Cold Steel. A lot of them are a ripoff. That's why I got the plus version way better still. There you go. Hi, y'all. Hello. Hello. Hi, y'all. Mid-South Mazda official. On a more serious note, I've never owned a gun before legally, but I'm looking to get into one. I'm 29, but the way this country looks right now, I want to start. Now I want collecting. Any advice? Okay, so I'm going to stop on this question for a while, Mid-South, and answer that. Okay. First of all, make sure you can legally own whatever you want to purchase in your state or your country. I'm assuming you're like Mid-South, you're like in Mississippi or southwestern Alabama or maybe Louisiana. And I would want to say this, Mid-South. Every man needs at least 5 guns for serious manhood protection. And what I mean by that, if you want to protect yourself from like riots that were happening like in Minnesota when they're burning it down, and you want to be, protect yourself from that, that's great. If you want to protect yourself from economic collapse, zombie apocalypse, alien invasions, World War III, nuclear, post-nuclear exchange collapse, whatever you want to do, you need 5 generally good rifles for that, or good guns for that in general. Number 1, you need a 22 long rifle. Get you a 22 long rifle. I recommend the Tippmann, because it's a great AR-15 trainer as well. Everything's the same until you break it apart to clean it, essentially, and it's easier to break apart and clean than an AR-15. So I recommend the Tippmann. The Ruger 1022 is also good. It's also very good to get a bolt action that you like. Ruger American, Savage Mark II is what I have because it was cheap. And it's that. Make sure you get a 22 with a threaded barrel and go for a suppressor on a 22. You don't really need a suppressor on anything else. It helps, but that 22 suppressor will come in handy when it comes to taking small game or even large game that you shoot through the ear hole. Like if you're in a survival situation, you need a 22 long rifle. Number 2, you need some type of defensive rifle. So the AR-15, AK-47, something that you can defend against and put some firepower downrange. So you need that in order to, stop people that are being aggressive. So you need, an AR-15, an AK-47, something like that. SCAR, AR-10. The AR-10 will give you 308, and you can hunt with it. Like, you can legitimately hunt anything in North America with a 308. It's not best against big brown bear, big moose, or bison, but people use it all the time for moose up here, and it's pretty good energy-wise. You're still going to get 2,500 foot-pounds, maybe even more than that, depending on the load you use. And you can get, like, I get a 150 grain bullet going 2890 in a 18-inch barrel in 308. And, that's compared to a 77 grain bullet going less than that, like going like 2,700 in the 16 or 18-inch 5.56 AR-15. So your AR-10 is probably your best all-around choice. And then AR-15, AK-47, like I use AR-15s too. So that's one thing you can do. So number 1, you need a 22. Number 2, you need a defensive rifle. Number 3, you need a hunting rifle. The reason why I say you need a hunting rifle in a caliber that you can handle, 6.5 Creedmoor, 25-06, something that doesn't have a lot of recoil, 270, I hate the 270, but it works, 30-06, something that's fairly common, you can get the ammo for, the ammo isn't too expensive, and all of that jazz. So, like, get you a bolt-action hunting rifle and learn to shoot it out to at least 400 yards, 300 to 400 yards. That gives you long-range precision, but it also gives you a lighter weight hunting rifle that, you know, you can carry, and if people are farther away taking pot shots at you, you don't have to take pot shots at them. You can take well-aimed, accurate shots at them. So I would recommend get you a hunting rifle even if you don't hunt. Now, if you took my advice and got an AR-15, or excuse me, an AR-10 instead of an AR-15, well, now you have that in two of those in one rifle. All right. Next, you need a 12-gauge shotgun. And the 12-gauge shotgun is for arming neighbors, taking down small games, flying animals like ducks. You need a 12-gauge shotgun, and you need to know kind of where its limit and range is with different chokes in it. I recommend most people get a hunting-style shotgun and not a tactical one, because most people don't need a tactical one because they already have a tactical rifle that's better for the situation anyway. So I would say, you know, look at that. Look at some type of shotgun, 12-gauge. If you're really scared about recoil, you can go to a 20-gauge, and that can, you know, even your 13 or 14-year-old son or 10-year-old son or not 5, but like 7 or 8 might be able to fire, you know, a small 20-gauge with light loads in it, or even a 410-gauge. So there is that, but you're not going to have as much luck finding ammo for that for that 410-gauge, so 12 or 20-gauge. But get you a shotgun. I have a friend, grown adult, 43-year-old man when I knew him. He's probably 53, 54 now. I have a friend, and he got a 20-gauge shotgun as an adult because he just couldn't deal with recoil. But he was new to shooting. He grew up in Poland and, you know, moved to the United States. Long story, but they escaped communism in Poland. And they just went to Algeria and then moved into France, kind of was an illegal alien for a while till they could get citizenship or papers, and they moved to Canada. Yeah, long story, but yeah, he got a 20-gauge shotgun because he was living in Mississippi at that time, and he's lived all over the world, and I was his friend, and he helped me out a lot. I helped him out a lot. He was really there for me during my divorce. So I just want to say thank you out loud to my friend if he's watching. But also, yeah, 20-gauge shotgun for an adult, not a bad idea. There's that. Okay, so that gives me 4. Then you need a defensive handgun. If you go 10 millimeter, you can have a defensive handgun for both animals and people, because you got 15 rounds, and if you run out of ammo, you're good to go. So there is that. You might want to do that. So those are the 5 guns I'll recommend starting with. You know, a defensive handgun could be anything you choose it to be. Just understand that, you know, people are going to have different things with that. I would go with the Glock Model 40, 10 millimeter, 2 birds with 1 stone. That's a defensive handgun. So those are the 5 guns everybody needs. You need a 22, a defensive rifle, AR-15, AK-47, AR-10, a hunting rifle, whatever you want that to be. And you need, if you do the AR-10 as a slash hunting slash defensive rifle, then you can also do like a long range precision rifle and like 300 Win Mag, something that's really, really got a lot of power, or something smaller like 6.5 Creedmoor, or Needmore, as we like to joke about it. But it really, like, I've knocked down a caribou with one. It's just fine. So that's that. So Mid-South Mazda official. If you can legally own firearms and you can legally obtain them, I would highly recommend those 5: 22, defensive rifle, hunting rifle, shotgun, and defensive pistol. Now, once you get to those 5, you can start collecting things you like old World War II stuff or something like that. Or you could start those 5 for another member of your family. And that's what I would recommend. Like right now, I probably have those 5 for all 4 members of my family, and 2 of them aren't even old enough to really go shooting yet. One of them's been shooting once. So you can hear them in the background probably. So anyway, that's what I would recommend. And I hope that answers your question. Happy New Year, Eisenear Tactical. How you doing, brother? Glad you're in the chat. Moment before blast. We have strict weapons laws, but not like in Germany. I love the gun laws in some states. Cool. Yeah, come on over here, Lucas. I'll sponsor you. Savagely, only get one little 9mm after that. For everything else, get a 44 Magnum. There you go. Next shooters. The time is now to get one and train more. Exactly. Mid-South Monster Official. I'm in Arkansas, so you got great gun laws. Go ahead. Starter handgun or shotgun in that order. Yeah. Ruger 1022 is always a good one. High L says 1022, always a good one. My relatively conservative area, but I have a feeling one day we might see civil war, even our government allowing foreign takeover. Yeah, no question. Pepperoni, no question. Yeah, pepperoni. Bill, every man should have a good pistol, a good shotgun, a 22, LR 1023, you mean 1022, an AR, and a 308 bolt action rifle. There you go. Yeah, like that's almost everything I said right there. Good choice, that Bill. 50 caliber Hawken. There you go. Panarchy Theater. If I had to choose core setup, G19, AR10, 590A1. Yeah, there you go, man. That's a good choice. 24-inch bolt 308 is a beautiful thing. Yep. Joey T, great advice. Thank you. I wonder which is more common, 7mm Remington Magnum or 22-250. 7mm Remington Magnum here, for sure. In the South, it wouldn't matter. What's up, Dave Thompson? Mid-South, get a 22 or 9mm person, learn to shoot cheaper rounds. There you go. I really enjoy the 338 Lapua. I bet you do. Thanks, man. I'm definitely subscribing to you. I appreciate that. Yep, I'll have a video premiering tomorrow. I'll have a full-length video premiering tomorrow. Also, thanks, David. Yeah. Late-stage gun ownership entails black powder and muzzle loaders. Maybe. First cam gun, 22 long rifle. Cheaper to shoot and shoot some more. Yeah. 22 long rifle. If it jams on you, you learn how to clear a jam. Like they're kind of ammo picky sometimes. So there's that. There's another reason why I like 30-06s everywhere. That is very true. Was it Chook who couldn't handle a shotgun? Yeah, something like that. There was that shotgun that we were shooting one day together, and it was a double trigger shotgun, but it was firing both rounds on one trigger. I'm actually rocking my 1911. No big critters here. Well, there might be after they send the radiation bomb savagely. How good is a 308 Lapua Mega 185 grain soft point? That'll do it a good job. It's going to be slow and heavy. That's good. You don't want to get hit by slow and heavy. You won't get hit by fast and light either. Looking at ballistics on 303 infield, 308, 306, they're all so close. Yeah. 308 has really come a long way. 30-06, you can really get some things going. You can get, the modern 30-06, you can get that 130 grain Barnes going 3,300, 100 feet per second faster than the 130 grain Barnes will go in 270. Pizza Dave, hello from Vermont. How you doing? Good. Powerful rips. How's that new G20 running? Good so far. Yeah, it's doing good so far. I've shot it once for a total of 20 rounds, but yeah, it's running good so far. So I'm not going to put any of the heavy stuff in it until I get a KKM barrel for it, of course. So there is that. There you go. Thanks, Powerful Preps. Pizza Dave, come to Milton, Vermont. Simon's, I'm working the gas station. VW Murphy, VTX2, I guess me too, Vermont. Mid-South, what is it like living in Alaska with so much tension between us and Russia? That's a good question. So my biggest fear is that Anchorage gets nuked. And I'm not living in Anchorage, but I work in Anchorage daily, and so does my wife most every other day. So my biggest fear is that J-Bear, Joint Base Elmendorf, will get nuked. I'm sure they have countermeasures that could probably stop that, but if it stops that, if it stops the nuclear bomb midair, where does the radiation go? If it stops at 1,800 feet above the ground, 3 miles that way, where does the radiation go? So there is that. What's up, Mario Mosen? How you doing, brother? I got a severe whooping today. Good for you. So yeah, I don't think Russia's going to mess with us at this point, but like my biggest fear would be, the Russians launching a nuclear bomb, an ICBM. A lot of people think we have this invisible shield that we can shoot down nuclear bombs. We don't. it's hard to know what stage to shoot them down in, but kind of is what it is. So anyway, feels like a waste to try to nuke Alaska. No, I mean maybe to you because you live out in the bush of Alaska. But yeah, not to me. So, powerful preps, have a get-home bag ready. Yes, I do. I've got the potassium iodide pills ready, so that the radiation doesn't go to your thyroid and get into your bloodstream. All right, I've got that ready. We've got a pantry that sits below the ground that will act as our bunker. It's really cool in there, though, so we'd have to bring a space heater and hope, we didn't use up all the oxygen, but our whole basement, where I'm at now, sits below the ground, so we would be pretty good as long as we taped up all the windows and did everything we can to stop some of the radiation. Took our iodine pills and went downstairs in the basement, only went out to go use the bathroom, that kind of thing. As long as we had that, we have enough propane to go through our heater, our small heater, so is what it is. That's that. And I think my wife just got home. So hold on a second, y'all. Hey guys, Mama's home. Y'all need to go up the stairs and find Mama. I'm like, because I ran in China are much bigger. That's a good possible. Yeah, I get that. What's your SHTF weapon? Even Israel's Iron Dome has flaws. Yep. All you got to do is overwhelm the system. That's what they proved. What's your SHTF weapon? Right now, currently, it is one of my AR builds, not my Palmetto State. But I mean, they work. The Palmetto States do, but like that's not my SHTF weapon. As of right now, it is my AR and my Bergara HMR 65 Creedmoor. So it's not strategically worth nuking Alaska, especially if you have a big military base. Yeah, we have big military bases here. Can you show us the bolt action in the background? I cannot. I are not allowed to take it off the rack. That is a Savage 111 basic AccuTrigger basic gun, not even an AccuStock. That is in 6.5 by 284 Norma, and that killed the moose that is in the background. So, hey, hey guys, Mama's home. I think she is. You better go find her. I don't. It's a real Santa Claus. Nuclear winter is at Mid-South, but I know Trump was talking about making a better version of the Iron Dome for us. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah. So we're still we still have a bathroom in the downstairs, Hunter Kirk. We still have a bathroom downstairs, so I don't think you need to worry about that too much. Do the 30 cals, all the same. Add 309 JDJ to that mix, but a fine caliber for break action. Yeah, I don't like Wildcat calibers that you can't just get stuff for. Not even talking about like ammo on the shelf. That would be impossible. But like for that caliber, but can't even get hand loading stuff for it. There's that. In real life, military official sign on 10 most important steps. Number 10, firmly place your head between your knees. Yeah, there's that. I'm ready for laser guns. Judge me. Yeah. Nice. Thank you, Savage Lee. I don't buy the nuclear winter theory. Since 1945, governments around the world has lit off thousands of bombs to nuke Bikini Atoll off the map, and still we're here. Yep, there's that. Yeah, I mean, people don't understand, like, at the height of the Cold War, at the most prolific proliferation of bombs, each side had like 7,000, 6,000 plus bombs. The Russians had more than we did. And let's assume they all, like, it's literally not enough to nuke the species off the map. The species would survive somewhere. Like, there'd be people in South America and people in South Africa who would survive. And it'd be years before the radiation got to them. They could figure out what to do. There's not enough nuclear bombs to actually nuke us off the map, like nuke us off the whole planet. So, if you're wondering where I get that information, it's from the Isaac Arthur channel, which is a science and futurism channel. So go watch his channel. I love his channel. Came out with another good one today. But yeah, go watch that channel, and go see that channel. I think it's a great channel for entertainment purposes. But MAD, mutually assured destruction, was a great policy. Because it kept anybody who wanted to launch a nuke from actually doing it, because thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of people in their own country would be killed too if they launched the nuke. So it kept some general off with that, his hand not on the button, and kept people out. So it was actually a pretty good strategy. I know a lot of people don't like the idea of it, but it's like, what else are you going to do? So there's that. Are you libertarian? I would consider myself a conservative libertarian. Yes, I am a libertarian in the sense that I believe government's only reason to exist is to protect our freedoms. I call myself a Rand Paul libertarian type person. I would vote for Rand Paul over Trump any day of the week if he ran, and did when he did run in 2016. And I think Fox News did us a disservice when they pushed Trump to run over Rand Paul. So there is that. So I would definitely say that I'm a libertarian. I am pro-life though. And by pro-life, yes, I believe that without any medical justification, if you kill your baby, you are committing murder. That is not your body, it's somebody else's body. You can't be pro-choice if you're taking away tens of millions of choices from another human being. That's just not pro-choice. So it is what it is. So I'm a pro-life libertarian is what I would call myself. Just kind of is what it is. People don't understand that they don't understand the hypocrisy. If the libertarians ran a pro-life libertarian and he got a good enough funding to raise to have a TV, enough TV ads and stuff, I think they could actually possibly win an election. Not maybe the presidency, but a good Senate seat or something like that. But they won't run a pro-life libertarian, which means everybody who agrees with them on most issues won't vote for them. So until the pro-life, until they run a pro-life libertarian, that's what's going to happen. So just slowly going through all this brass. I probably had 400 or 500 pieces of brass here. Maybe not that many. Maybe still got a whole bunch left. So there's that. All right. Sorry, I meant plasma. Have you loaded Barnes 212 bore rider in your 300 Win Mag? I have not. That might be good though, because my 300 Win Mag is not accurate. I might try it. Hello from Missouri. Thanks for all your awesome videos and all the pretty landscape pictures. Keep them coming. God bless. Thank you, Darren. I appreciate it. For 30 cal 308, it's probably your best bet. Yeah, there's a good one for that. Xana Marie, it's good to see you again. Do you need a lot of water to flush out the radiation from your body when taking those iodine pills? Yes. Where do you store that waste from your body after it tries to get rid of as much of the radiation? Or are those stupid questions? They're not stupid questions. They're probably beyond my area of expertise. I'd look up New York Prepper. I think he's got some good videos on it. But yeah, I would say, yeah, you do need a lot of water, and we do have water stored in our nuclear radiation bunker, for lack of a better term, / regular pantry. We got water stored. We've got we don't have gas masks or anything like that because they're just too expensive and too cumbersome for gas or radiation suits. And like, if I had money to spend on those kinds of things, like it would be, I would more than likely spend it on, like, I would spend it on fixing up the house where it blocked more radiation instead, you know. So there's that, putting up the Kevlar walls and stuff like that. Like if you had enough money for gas masks, you're better off. Like if you live in your bug out plan there. 300 Win Mag. Yep, fair enough. ×3. Should Canada join the US? Yes. I could say mean things about Canada, but what are your thoughts? Absolutely. Like, I do think Canada should join the United States. Parts of it. I think the parts that want to should join, and the parts that don't shouldn't. I think we should have one country from Alaska to Texas, and another country for the leftist northeast coast, and another country from the leftist west coast, and we should have 4 countries in the main North American continent area, north of Mexico. That's the way I believe. It's not going to happen, but that would be the ideal political situation for me. And the central country would still be called the United States. And here's the thing. You could do that peaceful divorce they've been talking about. You could do it as a military pact. So you don't have a civil war. You just have a military pact with your other country. That's not a bad idea, you know? People don't want to do that, but kind of is what it is. So, what's up, Curmudge? How you doing, brother? I think I skipped right by you. Yeah. The iodine just fills the spots where the radiated particles would bind with the body, like cesium, I believe. So the cesium would not bind and be passed. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. I have a B14 HMR chambered in 22-50. I've seen those running hand load, shooting M855A1, getting a touch under 4,000 feet per second, sub 3/4 inch groups. W. Murphy, you need to email me your load at AlaskanBallistics.com at Gmail. AlaskanBallistics at Gmail. I want your load information. So, yeah. Or you can the real Elastic Ballistics on Instagram, or if you're on Twitter X, it's at AK Ballistics. So, okay, buddy, you can go upstairs with Mama. Okay. Sorry, dealing with the kids too. All right. Thank you, David Thompson from Maine. Also, haven't been living at my apartment very long, and I haven't been here but 4 years. So apparently, they do siren testing sometimes early in the morning. They say I woke up freaking out. Yeah, there is that. That also probably means there's some missile sites nearby. You need to learn where they're at. I used to love camping in Maine when I was a kid. What part of Maine? Cool. I went from being a far leftist anarchist to being a conservative libertarian. Hey. Yeah, isn't it funny how, like, I don't think you moved that far. Maybe you did. But I think society has moved so far leftist that they've gone crazy. Than people that used to be leftists, if they just stayed with their same beliefs, are now left-leaning libertarians, you know? And now you're a conservative, so you did move some, but, like, it's crazy. I think it's kind of crazy anyway. So. Little girl, you can go walk upstairs. So, sorry. Yep. Nuke bombs are yesterday's news anyway. It's all about weather manipulation, quantum computers, nanotechnology, currency control, and of course, snipers. Yeah, there is that. Yep. Okay, baby girl. You need help? Okay, I think you can do it. Okay. Which kind of brass are we sorting? Well, we're 10 millimeter. We're gonna sort. It's all sorts of kinds, brands, but we're case mouth expanding them, cleaning out the primer pockets. So let me see if my little girl needs help going up the stairs. She okay? Okay. She made it up. Okay. I was coming, but you got there first. All right. All right. Sorry. Dealing with kids. I didn't mean a question mark. Oh, there you go. Do you think it's a good idea to get the Taurus 500 mag over the Smith to save money for ammo, or is the Smith 500 better and worth about 600 more? Yes. 100%. The Smith is a better gun. Go get that. The Taurus Raging series is actually pretty good. It's the rest of their firearms that suck, and I will never own another one. So, you know, there is that, right? So, kind of crazy to me that anybody would want to buy a Taurus because of their reputation. Like I've seen so many cylinders not lock up and you can spin. I've seen cylinder advancement springs break, but it was all on their smaller guns. They have that double locking on the Raging Bull, and they actually put a little bit more time and quality into those. So there is that. So anyway, shout out Country Boy. Okay, lead fishing weight infused drywall. There is that. Yeah, like you need several meters of heavy lead to block out radiation. Then you get lead poisoning. Doing good, Chuck. Just waiting for Sarah to get back from Philly. The western parts of Canada want to join. They are tired of the eastern part authoritarian rule. Yeah, so are we. Texas and Oklahoma are going together like peanut butter and jelly. Trudeau has ruined Canada. Yep. Hello from Alberta, Canada, -30. Yeah, there you go. I remember. Stupid plan in the 50s, 60s to make a port in northernish Alaska with atomic bombs. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, handle your stuff. We'll be here. Yeah. Do you and your families ever attend the fur ronding in Anchorage 49 days away? Yes, we do. Do you prefer the plastic storage containers over the metal ones? Yours the plastic. Yes, I do. Mainly because they're more available here. I'm sorry, this person, I don't know that language. It's not doing that. It's ridiculous. Should last a long time. Oh, it's a Taurus, dude. You don't buy a Taurus weapon. Rich B, come on. Have you learned anything? Metal has a longer lifespan. No, I agree, Bam. Say more. So, I agree. Metal rust too. There's that. Caught him just as I was clicking him. Yeah, thanks. I learned all about Taurus. Well, you said they should last for a long time, so that would imply you haven't learned all about Taurus. No Islam allowed. I don't care if a person's Islamic and they want to come on here and talk civilly. If you are writing in Arabic and we can't understand you, that's okay too. So, do you think the death penalty should exist? I got mixed feelings on that. I do think the death penalty is justified in certain situations when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence, unaltered video footage, DNA, when there's just an overwhelming amount of evidence, I do. But I have a problem with the government putting other people to death. Like, any government can go to the point where they abuse the power they have. And I think we've seen that in some of our police cases, and some people would say race-based, but I wouldn't. I'd say it's just lack of constitutional training based. But well, I'm Savage Lee. I'm glad your Taurus hasn't jammed on you yet, but it will break. Long time for Taurus is one magazine. Okay, there you go. In Texas, if you kill more than 3 people, they put you in the electric chair, and that's true. Yeah, that's true. So I have mixed feelings on the whole death penalty thing. I think my main feeling is it has to be 100% guaranteed that the person did the crime, and that it should be I think Texas has that law that every time somebody's given the death penalty, the Texas Supreme Court absolutely looks at the case and makes sure there was nothing untoward in the case. So that's that. Honestly, I love a Scar 17. It's a versatile little rifle and isn't even that complex. It's cheap, easy to field. Yes, but it destroys optics. Like, it destroys optics. Like, the way it recoils right underneath the optics rail. Like they needed to put some more metal in between the optics rail and that, making the sight even higher off the thing. So that's the one problem with the Scar 17. But Poppy, if you really want one, there was a good deal one. It's on my Twitter feed today, or my arms directory page, or wherever you want to go look at it at. So it's there. All right. I meant that note for civil criminals. I agree with you, though. Same mentality. Did you, by chance, see my longer message before about being an abolitionist versus an exclusive pro-lifer? Just curious. I did not see the message. I'm sorry. Honestly, with how some places are guilty until proven innocent, death penalty is 50-50. Yeah, there is that. Like, there is that. What if there was, you know, just kind of is what it is, kind of. Hi, baby.
Have you got the screwdriver that goes with this? That you put the bits in and out?
No.
Okay.
But I have one. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I have one that would work, most likely. Y'all hold on for a second.
Gonna open up the washer. Okay, thank you, buddy.
Let's see. It's that yellow-handed one.
Is that holding your hands, Mama?
It's screwdriver bits.
I put it up here and then I used it. I don't know where it's at. Yep. Let me do that. So.
It's not a big deal right now. Oh, I found a different one that'll work.
Okay, yeah, that one will work.
Come on, buddy.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Honestly, until how some places, yeah, okay. What would you recommend for a pocket pistol? I don't recommend below 9mm, so I would say probably a SIG P365. Have a bigger pocket. Put a pocket in there. Yesterday, I carried a Glock 43X as my wife's Glock 43X when I went out last night. I carried that. It's a pocket pistol. Carry that in my pocket. So there is that. I would say that or the Beretta APX carry. It's a very small gun. Get 8 rounds or something like that. That's better than that. Or maybe a small revolver or 38 Special Plus B. So I think that public shaming would be a lot of use towards people like predators. Yeah, there's that. Not note. Okay. Pocket pistol, North American, 22 mag, 5-shot or 2 carry shot. Bronze arm, 3-7, both I carry. There you go. You've got an awesome family. I do. I have a wonderful family. I wonder how those 4570 Derringers are. They're great, man. Real life Alaskans up there. Make sure you give a thumbs up. Yeah. David hand cannon. Yeah. First long range rifle. 6.5 Creedmoor or 6.5 PRC or something else. Target shooting and deer hunting. Rich B, I would go 6.5 PRC. Just because you don't have near the drop that you do with the Creedmoor, because it's the same bullet, same BC, same high BC, but it's going 150, 200, 250 feet per second faster. Barnes LRX, obviously, for hunting, and then ELDM or ELDX for paper shooting. I think you're going to like it a lot. I would go to the, wow, this one, case mouth expanded way more than the others, which means that it was a little long. But anyway, so Nate the Great. Hi, Nate the Great. How you doing? If I wanted to carry anything, I carry a 32 in my boot. Yeah. So there is that. Wow. I'm going to set that one aside. By the way, we're going to do my live stream tomorrow for my giveaway winners. So if you haven't seen the giveaways, go look on my main channel for the main videos or in the big videos. So we'll be doing the live stream tomorrow. And there's that. So yeah. I'd also recommend Rich B looking at 300 PRC. Just because if you want to hunt more than just deer, that's a better caliber than both. Of course, I took my moose with a 6.5 by 284. So, but which is less powerful than 6.5 PRC, but more powerful than by about 120 feet per second than the Creedmoor. So in between the two. All right. Hit the like button, boys. Thank you. I can't believe how much people like that round. Sure, it's a screamer. I just don't like it. It's actually not a screamer. Like, people don't get it's not a screamer. Like, it is not that fast. It's a great round. It's designed to have a high BC bullet going 26 to 2700, 2750, maybe even 2800. That's what it's designed to do. It is not designed to be a screamer. Now, can you get like 90 grain VMAXs going fast? Absolutely. Absolutely, yes. But, you know, that doesn't mean that you have to do it that way. So I've got a box of 100 grain somewhere. There's that. So it's not designed. So Luminous Dave, if you have an AR-10 platform and you're in combat, do you want something that has a relatively high BC, but is only going 2,600 feet per second, like a 190 grain would be in a 308 or 178 grain? Or would you want something that's got the same BC number, but it's going 2,700 to 2,800 feet per second, like the 6.5 Creedmoor, just a 140 grain bullet? The BC has a lot to do with aerodynamics and the length of the bullet, not just the weight. And so that's what the whole thing is about, Luminous Dave. 6.5 Creedmoor is a good round. It's here to stay. And like, I love it. It doesn't kick much. It'll take down anything you want it to take down if you use a proper bullet. Don't use ELDX for hunting, in my opinion. Although I have some results in Ballistics gel that's going to say the opposite. Be like, okay, I got to eat my words, but I still wouldn't use ELDX. I'm like, you know, just kind of is what it is. So I got to finish some stuff for that. Thanks for being back. I don't have any ballistics questions today, but grateful to learn about my things I need to consider looking into. I'll see you around. Thanks, Santa Maria. I appreciate it. Don't forget to check out our video premiering tomorrow. 13th Apostle, good to see you. Hey, brother. FYI, if Canada becomes a state, it'll be cheaper ammo and cheaper shipping prices. Yeah, for us especially. I had a special Dirty Harry Type 44, but sold it to a friend that passed away. Oh, that's awful. Tika, Rich B. Tika's an awesome choice if the guns fit you well. Tikas don't really fit me that well, except with the old wooden hunter stock with the raised cheek peaks that they used to have. They don't have it anymore. So yeah, I don't like the way they fit me, but yes, the barreled action is fantastic, and they are accurate. Like, I've gotten half-inch groups with the current Tika we own and 270 Winchester. In fact, I've got an inch group, 3/4 inch group this year, and that's what I decided to do, was hunt with it. Like, yeah, I might hunt with it again next year. If I get that sheep tag up the mountain here, I probably will. It's either that or it's the Kimber 6.5 Creedmoor, one of the two, because I'm not carrying a heavy rifle up there. Or if I get it working correctly, the 7mm Remington Magnum and the MDT chassis, which I can't show y'all right now, but just is what it is. But like, I would like to carry a lightweight rifle that's accurate enough, so there is that. Tika's a good choice. Rich B, let me know which Tika, because I have one of my affiliates that has a big sale on Tikas right now. So Rich B, email me exactly which Tika you want, and I'll see if they have it in stock and if it's a good price or not. So there's some of them that are like, that's a good price, but if by the time I pay shipping and stuff like that, their shipping isn't bad though. But there's other ones that are like, holy crap, they got $700 off that gun. So it just kind of really depends on which Tika you want. So there is that. Any recommendations on a PDW sized 5.56 platform? My recommendation is do not go less than 11.5 inches. You lose way too much velocity. It becomes harder to suppress and much harder to hide the flash, even with a good suppressor or flash hider on it. So I don't have a lot of recommendations. I would look into the fold ARs because you can get a double fold AR, and they had some cheap deals right before the New Year's. I don't know if they still have them going on or not. I'm gonna have to look on their webpage, but yeah, they have some good deals on things like that where you can buy just the upper, and if you've got a lower with a law folder on it, or maybe the Sylvan Arms folder, don't get that cheap folding thing you see on Facebook and Amazon and advertising. But I think Mark from Fit and Fire did that and showed how bad it was. Yeah, so I would look into that. I would look into the fold AR if you want to spend some money. If you don't want to spend a lot of money, just build you an arrow position with the Law tactical folder, at least 11.5 inches. Where I wouldn't go below that to lose velocity, but you might you can get away with a 10.5 inch. It's not bad. I've got some 10.5 inch videos on my channel, but that's that. All right. Rato, you haven't been watching a lot of my videos lately. Yes, I have a Garmin chronograph, and my thoughts on it are that it is definitive proof that God likes rifle ballistics. Like, it is that good. Like, it is a game changer when you want to just go out to a regular range, and like, it's just like, it's so amazing. That Garmin chronograph is the best chronograph ever invented in my lifetime, or anybody's lifetime. So yes, is not only is it worth getting the Garmin chronograph, email me, I'll send you out the best deal I can find on it. Sometimes I've seen them for $50 less, but pretty much everywhere is selling them for $599.99, $600. But sometimes there's some deals, like bundling deals. They still sell it for $600, but they also throw in this or throw in that. So yes, the Garmin chronograph is amazing, and you want it. All right. I know it costs as much as a good car payment on a $40,000 car, but sometimes it's worth it. So, since my first car cost me $800, yeah, no. Let me say this: it will be more reliable than your first car, for sure. So there is that. All right. .44 that I had hurt my hand. Mine doesn't hurt my hand. So, and I got small, girly hands. I'm a big old fat boy, but that doesn't hurt. I have small hands. Tika high quality firearms. Yes. Wasn't there a joke about the 6.5 Green Wars, the man bun round? Yeah, that's what FUD people say who don't understand what the round is about, David. Luminous Dave. Like that it's a stupid joke. It has nothing to do with it actually being bad. People who look at its energy numbers and go, oh, that's not enough. The 308 and 7mm are still better. Yeah, they are in energy. It's not what it's designed for. It's not designed for it there. So is it 5 p.m. AK time? No, it's 5:40 p.m. AK time. Wow, I didn't expect it to be that late. I went to Colorado mountains one time and found a hunting musket laying up against a tree. It was rusty. Interesting. Interesting. I'll never part with my English-made 243 in arms rifle groups, 1-inch groups at 300 yards. Yeah, I'd never part with that rifle. Never cleaned it either. Just hung it up. Scope recognitions for the Tika 6.5 PRC, Leupold VX3 long range, or VX Freedom long 6 to 18. Something in that range. Yeah, you don't need to spend a lot of money, but you need to spend some. Email me and I'll find you the best price. Rich B, Alaskan Ballistics at Gmail. I will make that my personal mission to find you the best price later tonight if you email me, and I'll give you the scopes I'd recommend. The Bergara does come with their own scope mounts. I do recommend getting a Bergara over a Tika. Tika is one of the smoothest actions you'll feel. The Bergara is better. So kind of is what it is. You got to make sure you kind of research it and go fill in. There you go. My dearly departed great uncle swore by 243. Yeah. No, I think my one of my nieces killed a moose with a 243 and an 80 grain knowledge repetition. And I know I had a native roommate who killed in fish camp with his elders there. He killed a brown bear with a 243. So Does the Garmin work in indoor range? It should. What is a good budget chronograph? There is no good budget one. They all suck. Save your money and buy the Garmin. I'm telling you, dude. Like, I have the Caldwells right here. I'm supposed to send them to, what's that guy? Man, I forgot his name, Cheeseburger XJ or whatever, but I have forgot. I've just kept forgetting. So there is that. Love the fact you can use it on a bow, air rifles, high power rifles. Yep, 308 is king. I love 308. Poppy, what's your opinion on the intermediate pistol calibers like 5.7 by 28, 4.6 by 30? I feel like they're pretty much useless outside of some very specific law enforcement and security issues. All right. If they are in the firearm they were designed for, like a small subgun, they are okay calibers. They're a 9mm is trying to use a big bullet going slow comparatively, and a 5.7 by 28 trying to use a very small bullet going faster comparatively. My personal opinion is that the 5.7 in a handgun is very fun to shoot and doesn't recoil. So if you have somebody who's very recoil sensitive and they want to use that, then build up that and stuff. That is one case that you didn't mention there, is like if you have somebody who's just very recoil sensitive and is always flinching, get them a 5.7 over a 9mm. And they probably won't do it as much. Again, if it's not in a subgun for that military application, though, yeah, you're right. Is what it is. Hi from LaSalle, Illinois this time. What's up, Daniel Ravenstar? Great support of the channel. Appreciate you. Welcome, Illinois. Yeah, but it's so darn expensive, especially for plinking. I get the point, though. If you were on Poppy, if you were on my Twitter X feed, I put out stuff all the time. Yeah, is it expensive, more than expensive than 9mm? Yeah, but I've been putting out deals at $21.99 a box, $19.99 a box. Like, it's really expensive up here because we can't ship it to Alaska because of the dang import-export laws. So, like, the cheapest I found it up here was $29.99 for some of it, and others $34.99, and others, you know, they're still $69.99 for the Spear Gold Dots up here, and I found them for like less than $40 online. So, Poppy, go over to my Twitter X feed, which is AK Ballistics. Capital A, capital K, capital B, Ballistics. All right, go over there, and I'll post stuff too. If you scroll through, you'll find it in the last week or two. So yeah, I highly recommend that you go do that, or you can go to my arms directory page. But yeah, it's not that expensive as it used to be. It used to be $40-$50 a box, and people were paying $49.99 and thought they got a deal at $39.99, even just a year and a half ago. But now it's not. So it's Wyoming here. What's up? Thank you. I'm paying $30 a box for 45 ACP. So yeah, there you go. Yeah. 5N7 would feel like a good trapper pistol cartridge. Luminous Dave, we agree on that one. We agree on that one, brother. So here, good for you. Yep. So good for you. What are you talking? Oh, you're talking to Savage Lee about the $30. Yeah, I haven't shot 45 in quite some time. I think the last time I sent 45 with my rifle to the range. So, how you doing there, farmer? In Wyoming. What do you farm in Wyoming? Cattle? Let them graze. I'll come eat your cattle and we can fight global warming together. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a total joke. I'm in a smart aleck mood, I guess, after being on here for an hour and 5 minutes. So, appreciate everybody that stayed. We had 70 or 80 people. So, there is that. I've driven through Wyoming one time. So many pronghorn antelope along the road there. So, Wish I could find some for that. ACP is great, but Super is where it's at. Retired from farming, full-time job excavation now. Cool. Yeah, 45 Super is where it's at. I got a lot of 45 Super stuff on there. Rocking SKLC. There you go. Y'all need something in Wyoming? Go see Rocking SKLC. 460 Smith & Wesson versus 454 Casull out of a 4-inch barrel. You think there's any advantage to the longer cartridge in that shorter barrel application? Probably not much. And the thing is, you can shoot either out of the same 460 Smith & Wesson. So I would get the 460 Smith & Wesson so that you could shoot 45 Colt, 454 Casull, or 460 Smith & Wesson. I do know the 460 Smith & Wesson does a lot better out of that 5-inch Model V barrel they have. So I would start looking into that, because there's no point in, mutilating it any further, because it needs the barrel length. No, nothing shorter than 5 inches, maybe even 6 inches. You can find it. But yeah, I would say there's not much. So how much snow accumulation does it take to shut things down up there? It doesn't take much if it's icy. If it's really wet and like it warmed up and some of the snow started melting and then it done. It literally hasn't snowed before, but it warmed up, rained, and then cooled back down and froze, and now it's icy. So there is that. 54 is an amazing platform, as you said. Yeah, there you go. 460s can shoot the 454 and 455 Colt also. Yes, that's true. They can shoot both of them, all of them. So very true. Highly recommend that over a lot of other guns because of it. Could you win a fight against a chimpanzee? Probably not. Not hand to hand. No, I couldn't. So, am I going to fight a chimpanzee? No, I'm going to shoot it. If it comes out, if it comes flying out of my ceiling right now, I'm going to shoot it. So, I got to win the fight long enough to shoot it. What's up, Warren Ambrose? Happy New Year to you too. Happy New Year to everyone. Glad y'all are doing all right. Bet you could. Yeah, I just got to put my weight on it. Throw it in some half Nelsons or full Nelsons. So there is that. Bet you could if you believe in yourself. Appreciate your troll question. Happy New Year to you, Dev CM, or whoever you are. I bet that's Chook there. Thank you, later, Gun Nuts. What's up, Savage Lee? Have a good one. Happy New Year. Appreciate you, brother. We might not agree, but at least we agree on guns. Guns are cool. So, you okay tonight, son, Dev? Oh, he's probably drinking in his mama's basement. That's all right. As long as he's not being too crazy, we'll let him stay. Let him stay. Night Savage. Yeah, this is a long process doing all this single stage by hand. 22 TCM died. Yeah, pretty much. Austin Cook Yolk. Happy New Year. I joined your stream this summer. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate it. We've got some a video coming out tomorrow, a full-length video for finally, and we've got a couple of shorts I'm going to film, so there is that. Anyway, Happy New Year. Yep, Happy New Year. Thoughts on 300 Norma? I really haven't studied the ballistics of it that much, so I need to go and study that. It's not like I would not buy a rifle in it if I did not hand load, that's for sure. And I would want to make sure I had a good source of brass and longer bullets and gauges and everything you need to make sure the bullet's okay. So there's that. Yeah, I would make sure I had a source for all that stuff. All right. 6mm arc, a good hunting round. 6.5mm arc. I've not heard of 6.5mm arc. I've heard of 6.5 Grendel. Do they just 6mm arc? A 6mm arc. Yeah, it's good up to caribou. I wouldn't really use it on caribou myself, but you could do it. So yeah, okay, Austin. Yeah, 6mm arc. Yeah, you could do it. It would not. if you lived in Bush, Alaska, it would not be my first round. If there are bears and muskox and bison and things that could stomp you or eat you or trample you, big moose, all that jazz, that would not be my first round. I'm just saying. But overall, is it a good caliber? Yes. Can you get it to be a decent long range caliber? Yeah. It is absolutely not a bear gun. Do I want to be a bear hit by one? No, but it is absolutely not a bear gun. If you want an AR-15 caliber that is a bear gun, you need to start at 300 blackout supersonic 150 grain bullets and go up from there. And you go to 300 legend, you go up to 400 legend, and I would say 458 SOCOM is about where you want. So 4570 versus 450 Bushmaster for bear. You're going to find a lot more hand load, non-factory loaded ammo, not hand loads, that are capable of stopping bear in 4570. The big hard cast bullets, not just your little fruit bullets that explode like every time I see 450 Bushmaster on the shelves, it is a ballistic tip or something like that explodes. You should entertain 458 SOCOM. It's probably better than both. It is hard to hand load though. You gotta get that case shape perfectly correct. So there is that. Anyone running a 454 lever carbine? Yeah, my camera guy, farmer. If you could, like one of our videos was released recently in the last few months was 454 carbine versus 480 Ruger carbine, and they were both in Rossi lever actions, and he's running that. It is a little ammo picky, that particular Rossi lever action. I mean, I know it's a Taurus product, but yeah, he's running that. He got it for his wife, who just can't stand the recoil of 4570. And so, yeah, 454 lever action carbine. We were running extreme penetrators. They were going about 200 to 300 feet per second faster out of the carbine than they were listed on the box, which is probably an 8-inch barrel that they test them in the box. So, yeah, farmer. A lot of people run that, and it's kind of is what it is. I don't like recommend. My whole opinion is if you're going to carry a rifle caliber. But if you're like her, recoil sensitive, that makes a lot of sense. Same thing, carry a 20 gauge with the hard slug in it, same difference. So there is that. .480 versus 454. There you go. There's the there it is right there, farmer. If you want to click on that link, I'll make more money if you click on that link and watch that video than I do watching this one, because there's not any advertising money hardly in this one. So, ever seen a 17556 CAC 1 mile per second? I have not. That would be interesting. You better have nuclear grade steel that's immune to temperature and erosion. So. Is the 8mm Remington Magnum dead? Yes. Yes, I would say that's long dead. People love it, but when you can't find ammo on the shelf and you haven't been able to find it in decades, or you only find one box of ammo, there it is. Been working with 9.3 by 62 Mauser for whitetail. I've been using Spear 270 grain hot core. In 2 years' time, I'm going moose hunting in Canada. Thinking of going to the Nosler 250 grain Accubon. Your thoughts? The Accubon is a good bullet. It needs to be going fast, a lot like copper bullets. I have seen it a 30-06 going slow, not open up at 250 yards, 280 yards. So it was 30-06. It was a 22-inch barrel. It was supposed to be getting 2700. It was only getting 2590, and it killed my first caribou. But yeah, the caribou fortunately ran towards me, not away from me, and I shot it in the neck. And that's when it expanded, when it was like 100, 150 yards away. So like copper bullets, the Accubon needs a lot of speed. So I would drop down to the lowest Accubon you could find, lowest grain. If you're 270 hot core, stays together really well, why would you not just use it? So, yep, 52 at muzzle, hand load though. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, and that is one thing, Austin. Like David's right. The bullet's going to slow down so much that it's not actually going to go a mile in 1 second. It's just coming out at that distance. But it will slow down enough by the time it gets out to 1,760 yards, which is a mile. Then, yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, what are you working on the bench? 10 millimeter cleaning and primer pocket cleaning and case mouth expanding, all that jazz. So there you go. Always check a little bit of case mouth expanding there. Check it, make sure that it can hold the bullet upside down, and you want it to be barely able to hold it, and that's all you need. So these are big, long 200 grain bullets. I think they're as long as 220s though. They're pretty long. The 180 grains I load are a lot less longer. 12 gauge sabot is good for bear defense. Yes, if it's a very hard copper slug and it's in a sabot, that means it's going to also get very good rifling. So there is that. So sorry, you probably hear my 2-year-old playing the piano upstairs. There is that. So. Good for blasting holes. Okay, due to the weight of the hot core, so long as it's staying together, it would be good. Got it, thank you. Yes, exactly. Yeah, as long as it's staying together. Do what I do on my videos. Get a small pork shoulder from Walmart, line up a bunch of water jugs, shoot it through the pork shoulder. If it's staying together through that, generally speaking, it'll stay together through through game animals. So there is that. So I don't know if that means a lot to you, but that is what it is. 10 millimeter is needed for reloading after wasting a lot of money on weak 10 millimeter. That was basically 40 Smith & Wesson. Yeah, there is that, Daquan, or Daquan. Sorry. I totally agree. Most of the stuff out there is stronger than 40 Smith & Wesson. So 40 Smith & Wesson, you're going to see a 180 grain bullet around 1,000, maybe 1,050. And you're going to see it start around 1,080 to 1,120 for 10 millimeter. So I wouldn't call it basically 40 Smith & Wesson, but there are some. I shot some Privy Partisan, both hollow points and full metal jackets, and they were well below 1,000 in my G40. They were actually so light they didn't actually feed the G40 very well. So, hey, what's up, fluffy 10 millimeter Jeep guy? Sabot is for rifled barrels. Good for blasting holes in cinder blocks too. There you go. All right, the Ruger LC carbine you were shooting in your last short, my short. Plinking, would you get the 10 millimeter or 45 HCP? Neither. If I were just gonna plink, I would get the 9 millimeter. Like, yeah, why would you get a 10 millimeter for just plinking? Like, if you're going to hunt with it too, get the 10 millimeter. If you are going to, use it for bear defense or home defense, get the 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter over 45 any day of the week. And, kind of is what it is. But yeah. 40s for people who want to be police. Okay, back to my driving. All right, take care, man. Bro, PH Animations. How you doing, bro? Same reloading dice for 10 millimeter or 40 caliber. Yep. Think we're made of money up here. Yep. Hello, are you from Australia? I am not. Look at the name on the channel. I've got an Alaskan flag back here. So kind of is what it is. KC2 Guns. Hi, it's my first time here. How you doing, KC2 Guns? Yep, we are just working on some hand loading off camera while we talk. So, kind of is what it is. So, your kid, LOL. Yeah. Oh, I love my own. Awesome. Cool. We're working on some 10 millimeters. Carried 10 millimeter for 20 plus years as an LEO. There you go. Thank the Lord above you could do that. Not all of them could do that. And I do hand load for 10 millimeter for planking. There you go. I like mine, John. Yeah, I actually like my guns in 40. I have 2 guns in 40. I need another longer barrel gun in 40 Smith & Wesson. So either longer barrel or duty size barrel. I have a 44 Magnum. It's a perfect gun. Yeah, I have a nice 44 Magnum myself on the channel and a whole playlist on 44 Magnum. So go check that out. PH Animations. Appreciate you. There's nothing wrong with that. I love 44 Magnum and a lever gun. That is something I want to get eventually. So, crap. That one fell out of my hands. We can't show guns on YouTube. You know this, PH Animations. That one's... And that one fell into the box of completed ones without me being able to find it. I saw where it bounced, but I don't know if it bounced at all. That might be it. I think that's it. If not, might have found it. There we go. Yep, that was definitely one that made it in there without getting the case mouth expanded. So, Nokia 3, how you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, I have an M&P 2.0 Smith & caliber, 40 caliber. They're reliable. Yeah, I was thinking about getting one of those law enforcement trade-ins when they go on sale, but I want something longer than 4.25 inch barrel. I want like a 5 inch or a 4.5 at least, because I already have like the 3.1 inch barrel in my Shield. I already have the 3.76 inch barrel in my Smith & Wesson 239. So there is that. I was referring to my 10 millimeter revolver, which oddly I shoot a lot of 40 Smith & Wesson using moon clips. Yeah, I mean, you have to use moon clips anyway. Why not? So there you go. That's the safest way to shoot 40 in a 10 millimeter. Hi there, I'm new to gun. Why choose 10 millimeter over 9 millimeter for home defense? The answer is 400 foot-pounds. So if I have a 6.5 inch barrel 9 millimeter, I'm only going to get maybe 500 foot-pounds at the most. But if I have a 6.5 inch barrel 10 millimeter, which is a big gun, granted, which I do, it's on the channel, I can get close to 900 foot-pounds. The answer is a lot more foot-pounds. Furious Red, I can get as many foot-pounds in a 10 millimeter with a 6.5 inch barrel as I could a 5.56 with a little shorty barrel, like 8.5 to maybe even 10 inches. So that's kind of the reason. Especially if you want to go with a lighter weight bullet, but still have enough penetration, because a lot of the lighter weight 9 millimeters won't penetrate or won't open up, that kind of thing. You know, it also depends on your home layout. I mean, a lot of people don't realize this, but in their home layout, they are actually they have a split bedroom design. So the kids' rooms are on the other side of the house from you right here. The kids are right here and you're right here, and they have a split bedroom design. So those split bedrooms Like, at that point, you want something you know is not going to go through the defender, even if it means it's under penetrating, because you don't want it to go through the defender and go through and kill your kid too. I don't have a split bedroom design, so I'm okay there. But so, like, a lot of your decisions will be based on what doesn't go through walls. 12 gauge spur shot easily goes through walls, and if a pellet misses or ricochets or hits a bone or something like that and changes directions in the body, then you could have it going through walls. And you know, a lot of people say use birdshot so it doesn't go through walls. That's a myth. It does go through walls. Look at the people that do drywall testing, like New York Prepper did it, Kentucky Ballistics did it, and a few other people. I think Paul Harrell did it as well. God rest in peace, Paul Harrell. So I think there's a lot over there. And so yeah, I seriously believe that the right thing to do is to look at your house and then figure out. For most people, Furious Red, an AR-15 in 5.56 with a bullet that expands extremely well and extremely fast is the way to go. Like a 55 grain soft point, or even a ballistic tip, so like 60 grain ballistic tip. That's the way to go for a lot of people, because that bullet's going to deposit the same kinetic energy as a 44 Magnum. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, depending on the barrel length you shoot it out of. But it's going to do the fast bullet going really fast, small bullet going really fast and explode type of thing. And so you'll be able to put energy on target and not go through and hit somebody else. So that's something to really consider, is not necessarily what caliber, but what bullet is going to do what I want it to do, and then base your caliber off of that. So I would say go 10 millimeter over 9 millimeter, but with a caveat. Like my house, 10 millimeters by my bed. There's a 10 millimeter right over here I can grab with a magazine full if somebody's coming in the door right now. My kid's upstairs who's playing the piano, you know? So there is that. So, yeah. So, and I let my kids play the piano and bang on it because I want them to figure it out, and like I did, you know? So, wonder how are the Smith & Wesson 2.0 now. I've heard if you put the right springs, aftermarket springs in them, they're very good. So, yeah. A gun that I really like is the Colt 1911, and the HK 416. That's a great gun. That's like a underrated gun. A lot of people love it, but you know, it's so expensive. What's up, Balassi? How you doing here? What's your heaviest bullet? Oh, I've got some 410 grainers somewhere. I've got 660 grainers in a 50 BMG that's ordered. Draco is best. In 10 millimeter. 220 is about the highest you can get in 10 millimeter. I think there's a 230 somewhere. I would not shoot it, but there is a 10 millimeter 230 grain somewhere. Somebody makes it. So. Think about buying the Beretta pistol. Is it good for something? The Beretta pistol? Which Beretta pistol are you talking about, PH Animations? Beretta makes an APX, a PX4 Storm, and a Beretta 92, 92 FS, 92X, 92 M9A3, M9A4. You can't say the Beretta pistol. That's crazy. Are they good for self-defense? Absolutely, yeah. Every one of those is good for self-defense. I have the Beretta APX. Highly recommend you can get it if they still have the rebates on it, which they probably don't, because they were supposed to expire on the 31st. But yeah, I would go, and I love the PX4 Storm. If I found a deal on a PX4 Storm, I'd be buying it tomorrow. Got a custom mold from Accurate Molds that casts a 200 grain flat nose wad cutter and 10 millimeter. Those would probably be very effective as a self-home defense bullet. Yes, especially with the soft lead, they'd be great. With a hard lead mixture, they'd be great for bear. So. All right, Luminous Dave, have a good day. Hope you're doing well. Have a good night. PH, I sleep with a 9mm round and 20 mile mags. I have 15 different. Seriously, David? Yeah, PH. Yeah, that's actually not that many. So very good answer. I really appreciate it. You're welcome. So like home defense, like shot placement and bullet selection, the type of bullet you want to are the most important things for home defense. Then you talk about what type of gun, what type of caliber you want it to be. So there is that. All right, your kid is cracking me up. I love it. There you go. You coming down to the peninsula to beach fish this season? Probably, Robert. Yes, I am. Love my Beretta. Do you recommend it? Yeah, I love my Beretta APXs. They're guns. Knowing finger point, she's accurate. Double tap makes the 230 grainer. I have both 92 FPS and PX4 Storm full size. I love the PX4 Storm. That is a great gun. I have a Beretta 96. Yep. Beretta 96 is a good gun as well if you like 40. Although it will blow up just like a lock if you get that overpressured 40s like they did in the early 2000s. But yeah, that's one of my favorite polymer handgun. I like the PX4 and the APX and the Beretta 92 or M9A3 or M9A4 PH animations. If I had lots of money, I'd get the M9A3, M9A4. If I had not that much money, I would get the APX, and if I had something in between, I would get the PX4. I had a PX4, sold it when I moved to Alaska because who needs a 9mm in Alaska? Dumbest thing I ever did. So. I've been seeing short barrel 50 BMG single shot, 16 to 18 inches. I can only think the blast would be insane. I would agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Teddy Two Guns. Yep. No, the one I ordered a 30-inch barrel. I ordered a 30-inch barrel. Because what's the point in having 50 BMG and neutering the thing? I mean, it's like asking Carlos Hathcock to cut his own wiener off. Sorry, I know. But yeah. Have you don't a Glock 19 versus not 19 clone? I have a PSA dagger that works flawlessly. Yeah, I have a Glock 19 and I had a dagger. I sold it to one of my good viewers that lives in Wasilla. And yeah, I have a dagger. I had a dagger and it works great. Yeah, it worked great. Beach fishing and watching Eskimo hunt seals. Yeah, Balassi. 32 guns. I think he had a very hot and old load in that rifle. He did. Agreed. I think the real results, somebody put a pistol primer in a 50 caliber case. Pistol powder. Possibly. Have a good night. I have got to go buy some milk and bread. We have a snowstorm coming in Virginia. Yeah. You go buy your poison there from your enriched dairy farm and your gluten bread. So go buy what the overlords tell you. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding with your Rich B. Yeah, email me. I will send you those links, Rich B. All right, I bought a brand new Beretta 92 FS in 1977. Still have it. Super maybe 50,000 rounds fired out of it. So old it rattles. Only time it goes click, out of bullets. I'd take it to combat tomorrow. There you go, brother. That's some good thinking right there. That works. Haha, the South and snow. It's always hilarious. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm from the South. So it's because they don't have the infrastructure to deal with snow piles and stuff. Of course, neither does Anchorage right now with the funding. But, that's another story we could get into. The city council was like screwing him over. The mayor was trying to get it all out and done, and city council withheld funding from him to make him look like a bad mayor. Watch your Wichita Falls TX shut down after 1.5 inches now. I was blown away. Yeah. I don't know. Georgia is the same way. But Wichita Falls, Come on. That's crazy. Weather calls for snow. People here panicking like nuclear war coming. Well, that's probably coming too, so. Me too. Nacogdoches, Texas. Yeah, I like the Russian nukes. Even working East Tritium and they ain't got money yet. There's that. I know it's a dead cartridge outside of hand loaders, but I have a Winchester 1895 and 405 Win with a 300 grain hard cast round nose flat point at 2300 seconds. You feel it'd be comfortable? I would be more than comfortable with that. Yes, John, I would be more than comfortable with that as a bear defense gun. The only thing is the ammo availability. Yeah, but you already said that. So yeah, aside from the ammo availability, what's up, G23? Good to see you. So, really good to see you. $10mm fluffy Jeep guy. What all 10mm do you own, fluffy Jeep 10mm guy? What's up, Alaska One Andy? How you doing, my friend? I'm sitting here. I got maybe halfway done with all this 10mm brass. So we are just case mouth expanding and cleaning the primer pockets and reaming and cleaning the primer pockets on 10mm G23. A real man's caliber, not 40 Smith & Wesson. We got the real gun boys here now, Chuck. Yeah, we do. I mean, yeah, just about everybody in the chat that I know, like Alaska One Andy and David Thompson, G23, fluffy 10mm. Yep. Alaska One Andy, y'all all got that. So there's that. About 15-inch different 10mm. There you go. Got more than I do. I've got 4. I've got 4 10mm. I'm a 10mm channel. He carries 2 concealed. That's what I generally carry concealed too. I can carry my, even though I've only fired 20 rounds out of it, I've been carrying my Glock Gen 5 lately with some lighter 10mm loads. This is not -40, -50, -60. Yeah, it could always be worse. Just picked up a Hawkeye 257 Roberts and experience with that caliber. No Dusty Bow Hunter, but I would love to know your experience. Let me know your experience with it. Hashtag 40 for life, gang. Yeah. Shook was saying you're switching 270. I hate the 270. I mean, my wife's is a decent gun. I might use it, but I'm not switching to it. Yeah, Chick's an idiot. Don't listen to him. Yeah. Teddy, 2 guns, you and me both. How much is Trump going to damage the Second Amendment this time around? Since he supported red flag laws, the next administration did them. Since he supported the ATF changing things without Congress, the next administration did that more, even more, and they found his changes unconstitutional. Imagine that. You can't convince me he's not just another New York Democrat. I think he was what a Democrat was in like the 70s and 80s. But yeah. Living rent-free in your head. I love it. Yeah, Zinger Yeet, I don't know what you're talking about. David Thompson, he's not wrong in his thinking. Like, if you think Trump is there to protect the Second Amendment, you're wrong in your thinking. Like, he literally went around Congress to ban bump stocks. He literally stood up there and said, I support red flag laws. Trump is like, he is not our friend. He's just not as much of an enemy as Kamala. It's that simple. I don't know how else to put it. Like, David Thompson, you are absolutely, it's really effing stupid if you think Trump is a good guy. Like, that is. He's not a program. He's a New Yorker. Billionaires don't want the public owning guns. I agree with all this. Like, is he able to, is he better than Kamala? Yeah. But in the same way that eating a turd is better than eating diarrhea. So, I've said that plenty of times. You're absolutely wrong, David Thompson, if you think Trump is going to defend your Second Amendment rights. There's only one person you can count on to defend your Second Amendment rights. That's you. So, yeah, he wanted to ban suppressors. I think he said he wanted an assault weapons ban at one point. Like, Trump is not the 2A's friend. Let's not talk political, buddy. I can talk political. Y'all are bringing it up. So, no, yeah. Trump is not your friend. You need to be more vigilant during his administration because he proved it last time. He proved it last time. Like, he said everything the anti-gunners wanted him to say, and he was getting approval from the NRA to say it. So, now Trumpet wants the purge. Well, there's some people that need to be purged, that's for sure, as far as that. Trump's never going to mind. David Thompson, if you really believe that, get your head out of your ass. You're stupid. Like I'm telling you, I'm just straight up telling you, go unsubscribe. I don't care, David Thompson. Like, you are, if Trump, like, he literally stood up there and said, I want a suppressor ban. He said, I wanted red flag laws. Red flag laws is gun confiscation. That's what red flag laws are. They are secret gun confiscation. They are not good. Like, yeah, Dusty Bowhunter, you are absolutely correct. I'm sorry. I know you're a good friend of the channel. But yeah, he is not, your friend. He is not a pro-2A candidate. I've even had Trump lovers with MAGA hats on and tell me, yeah, you're right, he's not pro-2A. I go, yeah, too bad he's not pro-2A. So, like, I can't in good conscience vote for him. The only reason why I voted for him this time is Vance is pro-2A. Yeah, John, exactly, John. Exactly. If I run for politics, you can't trust me. It's that simple. Like, I'm going to say one thing and do another to get a vote. That's what you do in politics. Okay? Trump stood up there and said the war on your Second Amendment rights was over. And then he went for red flag laws, and he went for talked about suppressor bans, and he went around Congress to ban bump stocks. So, like, Trump is not your friend. Don't think he's going to, Like, he's going to be better than Kamala was, but that's what it is. So, AR Patriot 1776. How you doing, brother? So, probably scared David away. Sorry, David. You can go unsubscribe, but it is what it is. Yep. He straight up told the ATF to get around bump stocks. He straight up told them. So, what's up, G23? AR. Yep. Trump only cares for money. I don't know about that, but yeah. None of us know the man well enough to say stuff like that. All we know is what he has said and what his public policy is. You're okay, Chuck. We can agree to disagree. Well, I'm not going to agree to disagree with you on this one. I'm just going to straight up tell you you're wrong. If you don't like it, that's fine. All right. But I'm not going to agree to disagree. Every time you bring it up, I'll tell you you're wrong. So, all right. The only person you can count on defending your Second Amendment rights is yourself. So, not only did he ban bump stocks and circumvented Congress to do it and told the ATF to do it, he banned the ZN6 ammo. He banned, or he wanted a suppressor ban. He wanted an assault weapons ban. Like, he was willing to compromise your rights away, like the NRA. Yep, and it was overturned in Cargill. Okay? It was overturned in Cargill. You can't have a federal agency saying something is okay for over 10 years and then turn around and say it's not okay. That's by default. Legislating by the executive branch is illegal and unconstitutional. So, bump stocks aren't banned. Yeah, he banned bump stocks. They are not banned anymore because of the court case that obviously went against what he wanted. So, yeah. Because his ATF wanted that. His ATF, he told his ATF to ban bump stocks. So, 10 millimeter. We'll work on 10 millimeter casings. So, I think Trump's way better than Kamala. I'm happy we got him instead of her so far. I mean, if he can stay out of assassination attempts, keep being lucky. Same thing with pistol braces. So, don't trust the NRA. Nope. Yeah, the NRA is done. Yeah, the NRA is gone. I don't even go to their convention, the NRAM. So that's that. David D. Oh, it's the dude from Alaska. What's up, David D? How you doing? So, like you say, Chuck, he was the lesser of evil. Imagine Giggles and Tampon Timmy and Challenge. Oh no, I agree. Like, but look at it this way, though, David Thompson. Giggles and Biden were in charge for 4 years, and they couldn't get any gun control done. They had, and they got the stuff they did get done through the ATF has gotten overturned in the courts, like the pistol brace ban and the receiver ban has gotten overturned in the courts. It hasn't made it all the way to the Supreme Court yet, but it's getting there. So no, you're right. We dodged a bullet, but they were not able to get anything done legislatively because we stood up. Not because the NRA stood up, but GOA, FPC, SAF, and all of sorts of gun owners stood up, and we defended our rights. Yeah, Wayne LaPierre has to go. Yes, he banned them. Court said hell no. Yeah, it was a pretty, wasn't it a 6-3 decision or 7-2, something like Cargill? I couldn't remember. AR Patriot 17, wasn't it? I mean, 6-3 is what we expect from the conservative justices, but sometimes Roberts sides with the liberals and goes 5-4. But yeah, wasn't it like, yeah? And there was another one that a while back that begins with the letter C that was 9-0 in favor of the Second Amendment. all the Supreme Court justices said you can't do this when they were taking away community policing, taking away guns because someone dangerous is in the area. What up, bro? What's up, Bullseye Ben? How you doing? We're sitting here debating whether Trump is actually pro-2A or not. So I thought old Hilux suits Imperius to down for another A. Yeah, maybe did. Hotep, what's up, brother? How you doing? French never ever won a war. David Thompson, do you know about this guy named Napoleon? He won the War of the First Coalition, the War of the Second Coalition, the War of the Third Coalition, the War of the Fourth Coalition, the War of the Fifth Coalition. He finally lost the War of the Sixth Coalition. Yep, that's correct, Bullseye Ben. They are passing anti-2F stuff here in Michigan left and right in the middle of the night, no matter if we stand up or not. Well, it's time for you to arrest your politicians. Like you should go put them, for violating the Constitution, you should go put them in chains. If 200 or 300 of you show up outside the governor's mansion with the intent to arrest her, okay? I'm just saying. Good luck keeping that operational security, but it is what it is. Go arrest your Republicans who voted for it. That's for sure. Put them under there, and get the Democrats too. So they defeated Rome. Yeah, I mean, Charlemagne was considered the new Roman emperor. I mean, he was crowned emperor by the Pope, emperor of the Romans. So that's what started the Holy Roman Empire, which was not holy, not Roman, and not an empire. But I mean, technically, it was kind of an empire, but yeah. I have to run, take the pups out. On Wolf Watch right now. Small pack in the area, past a few days. Cool. Let me know how many you get. How's the weather up there? Oh, 5 degrees. Don't forget the legislators. That's what I'm talking about. John, yes, he is gone. He is headed to prison. The NRA is no longer Wayne's World. Good. It was more of a confederation than an empire. Yeah, I would say so. The Holy Roman Empire. Hotep, you know your history. I like you. You're a good guy. Man, I hope someday I get to meet you in person. You're a good guy. You got any relatives up here, Hotep? Histories will give you the answer to the future. Absolutely, John. We make fun of them, but we owe the French a lot. They gave us smokeless powder and the world's first true rifle with the Lebel. The guy who first invented like repeating rifle paper cartridges was French. Long before they even had the Lebel. So, yeah, there's that. The French helped us out in the American Revolution. Like, yeah, Lady Freedom. Yeah, they gave us the Statue of Liberty. I've been watching that Napoleon movie. I'm about halfway through it. Same, man. Funny enough, I was looking for some commercial property up there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the French trained a lot of our guys. America is not a democracy. It's a constitutional republic. Yes, we do. I talk about that in my lives too. I know a politician that has evil intentions when they refer to America as a democracy. Absolutely true. That is absolutely right. Not to mention the French and Indian War. They took, also known as the 7 Years' War. The revolution made Napoleon possible. That is its justification for the sake of the similar prize. One would have the desire to anarchical collapse of our entire civilization. Frederick Nietzsche. I just pulled a casing out of the box, and that's what came out. I don't think I can use that one. Maybe Choop can. All right, bullseye. Very true. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Man, I've been on here almost 2 hours. I'm nowhere near done. Close. There's probably 600 or 700 rounds. I'm doing one at a time here. 600, 700 pieces of brass. So. So yeah, the French, studying Napoleon. If Napoleon had never invaded Spain, he would have been master of Europe. But he got selfish, and in his own words, the immorality of it shone too much. If he had just been allied with Spain, kept using his allies. Yes, Hunter, I'm using a single stage press. I've done, I don't know how many tens of thousands of rounds on a single stage press, but I have got to get a progressive for 5.56, 223, and 308. Like 9mm, I don't care too much. Went to the tomb of the Marquis de Lafayette and said, "Lafayette, here we are here in recognition of repaying the old debt to the French." John, I did not know that. Thank you very much for sharing. Yep. Yep. I've seen some things up there that piqued my interest, mainly in the Anchorage and Wassail areas. If Sarah Palin becomes hot medium again, it'll be a nice flip. There you go. So. All right, Hotep. Well, if you ever come up here, brother, let's go have lunch. Screw that. Let's go have lunch and shoot some guns. And guys, I will have a full-length video premiering tomorrow. One of my first ones in a while. So that, that's not a review video. So there's that. So make sure you stay tuned for my full-length video tomorrow. I'm going to keep it under wraps what it is. If you're a channel member, you can already see it. French national anthem is the best in the world. Yeah, maybe. Have my original rock chucker permanently mounted next to others. There you go. What is the cheapest part of Alaska to buy property in? Anything not on the road system. You got to fly to it or snow machine out to it in the winter, that kind of thing. Let's see. Somebody just asked, "Are you a Nazi?" No, I'm not a Nazi. I am not a Nazi. I am a libertarian American and believes in freedom. If you don't believe in that, I don't care what color you are, what race you are, what religion you are. I am not a Nazi. Christensen, yeah. So Sarah Palin gave up on Alaska, and any other politician that had great intentions that gave into the way of the political world of self-shot. Yeah. Question for you: can someone drive from lower 48 Alaska through Canada and bring a firearm? A long gun bolt action, yes, you need to check the Canadian laws. Anything else? No, I think so. But people have done it. A lot of people have done it. So there's that. Gotta run. See you, Hunter Kirk. Have a good one. Yeah, Sarah Palin cost the entire election. Yeah, there is that. Ran with Romney, right? Who'd she run with? I forgot. Dean. Thompson, you can. You're just to fill out a declaration with the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the Mounties. As far as I'm aware, you can do that with handguns as long as you are just passing through there temporarily. Yeah, they have changed that. What are you planning to shot? That is a lot of ammo. What are planning to shot? That is a lot of ammo. Christian, if you had enough grammar to ask your question, I would answer it. But your grammar is so bad that I don't know exactly what you're trying to ask. So I don't plan on shooting anything but targets, by paper targets. Maybe the occasional water jug and watch it explode. It's a lot of fun. You should try it. Unbelievable, the trolls that jump in and say that. Yeah. As well as with Border Patrol, yeah. So here's something you may not or may not know. The Adirondack Park in northern New York State is a large park outside of Alaska. It's 6.2 million acres. Yeah, I know that. The largest one is the largest one's 4 hours from here. The Wrangell St. Elias. I smell bot. Yeah, she's probably ATF. There is a. Some sensitive person don't believe in the freedom of speech. Yeah. Some sensitive person don't want freedom of speech. Yep. There is that. So, that's a big primer pocket already. I don't need to ream that one. As long as you're not saying that on your wedding night, you're all right. So. I mean, the history we are being told for the most part is not true. There's a lot of it that's not true, that's for sure. Don't be a conspiracy theorist. Most of the history is proved and is corroborated by 5 different people. Yeah, there's a lot of history out there that's true, and a lot of it that's not. Oh dang! Somebody just slammed the door. I wonder who that was. Probably one of my 2 or 3-year-olds, 2 or 4-year-olds. Google something. Half the answers have been changed past 3 years. Huh? It's interesting. Heard ATF agency vehicle speedometers are not rated in miles per hour, but rather in children per Waco. Oh, wow. That ought to be a meme. That ought to be a meme. I'm going to make that meme. Send it to Johnny B. Johnny B, don't send it to the editor yet tonight. Yeah, the kiddos are having fun. Yep. That's a good one, John. That is a good one, John. John, I like you. That's a great one. Yep, I better go up there and join them. It's been 2 hours. I'm not going to get through this box tonight, or if I am, I just need to get through it without talking to y'all. My grandma told me, my mom, that history is his story. She was homeschooled on St. Lawrence Island in Alaska, wondering why my APA wasn't teaching them history. My Appa, he told her he's teaching them ours. Cool. That is cool. Man, some of the knowledge you shared the other day, like, I need to get you back on camera and just share that story about what you do with your hunting rifles when it's really cold outside. Like, I need to get you back on camera. Like, I thought about filming you in that moment. I'm like, this is just wisdom from a real Alaskan here. We need to start a wisdom from a real Alaskan series. So, guys, I'm out of here, bro. See you, David Thompson. Have a good night, man. Have a good night. Don't be a Trump worshiper. Have a good night. So, later, Hotep. See you, brother. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go up there and hug my wife and kids. So, Phoebe, we're about ending the chat, but hello. Good night, everyone. Good night, Philip Mullis. Good to see you. Later, John. Y'all have a good evening. Appreciate everybody that's been here. So, all right. Probably made it 2/3 of the way through this brass, so don't get all angry. Trump makes America great. No, America makes Trump great. It's the difference. That's the difference. I'm not angry, but he's not going to make America great again if it's not, if we don't do our part as citizens. Vote out the rhinos in the midterm election. So there's that. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Rhinos suck. Yeah, rhinos suck. And in my opinion, Trump is one of them. I mean, I have 9.5 trillion reasons why Trump is a rhino, and if you don't understand and agree with that, you can't do basic math. Like you grew up in public school thinking 2 + 2 is 5. Like you're that retarded if you don't agree with that. I have 9.5 trillion reasons why he's a rhino, because that's how much the debt went up under his term, and he didn't veto a single piece of spending legislation. All right, guys. God bless. Take care. And see you at the range, and see you on the next chat. Tomorrow morning, we'll probably do a chat announcing the giveaway winners. So, yeah, cool, Velocity. All right, guys, take care. Rule, LOL. Yeah, essentially. I'll see y'all later. Good night.